everybody, Dina Wakley here at Creativation 2019, and I thought I'd show you a fun little way that I've been using my Scribble Sticks with some of my new stuff. So this is one of my new stamps from this stamp set. What's cool about this set is that it matches this stencil and mask set. So when you buy the stencils and masks, you get the positive and the negatives of the image, and then the stamps also repeat the image. So then you get lots of great ways to build up repetition. If you look at this tag, I've masked and stenciled, and then I could stamp on it in black, and then you can really build up the imagery, which is super fun. Now what we're gonna do is this funky technique that kind of looks like a hot mess, but it ends up looking like an ethereal watercolor. So these are some of the samples that are dry. And here's another one. I discovered this by accident, of course, as all great discoveries are made. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with your rubber stamps, and we're gonna wet it. Now, when we usually stamp with Scribble Sticks, we usually do maybe 2 or 3 sprays, call it good. I want you to do more because we need puddles this time. When we stamp it, I want it to be really mushy so that there's big visible puddles. So you're not going to get a crisp image. This is not for your focal points really. This is for background imagery, for a cool effect. You can put a quote or a face over it. Just keep that in mind. It's not going to be a perfectly stamped image. So nice and soggy. Give it a stamp. If it sticks, it's good. Okay, see those puddles? You want that. That's a good thing. So then what you're going to do is you're going to grab another color, and keep in mind color theory applies, which means you can make some delicious brown if you're not careful. So I now have another color Scribble Stick. I'm going to wet the Scribble Stick with a brush. That is a dirty brush, as you would expect. I'm going to wet it until it starts to drip. See that dripping coming off? I want those drips because I want those drips to end up in the puddles of the stamped image. And what will happen is that water will drag that pigment along the shape. And so in a way you get this funky, cool variation that I am just absolutely in love with. I can even kind of touch the brush to the puddle and it will start dragging. And you can do more than one color. You can do as many as you like. Let's see, blue and orange make brown. We could add some purple though without it turning brown on me. So let's do a little bit of purple as well. So I'm gonna maybe test it over here till I get some pigment happening. Definitely need more water. So you need more water than you think you do. So I discovered this because I was trying to flick like this. I was trying to do a speckle, and that happened. See that? I had too much water on my brush. I ended up with a really big dot. Well, the dot was grabbed by the puddle, and I thought, oh my goodness, I think I'm gonna like this. And then when it was dry, it just had a really interesting effect. So that is a fun way to use your Scribble Sticks. And my favorite Scribble Stick to speckle with, believe it or not, is olive. I'm not sure. Olive turns neon when you flick it, and I just absolutely love the bright chartreuse color of that olive. It just makes me happy. So I can add that funkiness to it, and you can create a really technicolor effect. So that's has some dry time ahead of it, right? Because it's so very wet. But again, here are some of the samples that are dry and that are ready for another layer, stenciling, more stamping. I could take that same stamp I used, stamp over it in black to get a nice crisp image, then send it to my mother-in-law for her birthday. Done. So that's a fun way to use your Scribble Sticks. I hope you enjoyed it.